Welcome to another episode of Keep Austin Keto. Today I will be making for you a fresh salsa. I'm going to do a boiled version of salsa today. I don't know if you've ever been in a place where you have ingredients just sitting on the counter and you're wondering, what can I do with those before they go bad? Well, you can make a salsa with those. So I just want to show you a few of the ingredients that I'll be using today to make salsa. I've got a red bell pepper, which is going into my salsa. I've got some random tomatoes, and it's about 1.5 pounds. So just whatever you have on hand, you can use. So don't worry about an exact science to the tomato. Just pick whichever one you like and go with it. But about 1.5 pounds. I've also got a couple of Fresno chilies. And I also have, for a little bit of heat, 2 Serranos. If you don't want this to be spicy, just use 1 instead of 2. And I'm not going to take any of the veins or anything out of these. I'm going to leave those in. I also have an onion. I'm going to use sweet onion on this. Just use which onion you prefer, whatever flavor you like. If you like yellow onion, that's fine. White onion, that's also fine. This is a yellow sweet. And then I'm also going to use a few cloves of garlic as well. The first thing I'm going to do is just do a rough chop on all my ingredients and get those into the pan. So I'm going to go ahead and tilt the camera down so that you can see what I'm doing. Okay. So I hope that I have all of that inside. Okay, so I do have a bowl over here that I was keeping everything in, and with the tomatoes, I'm just really gonna do a rough chop on those. Nothing fancy. Try to keep everything about the same size for the salsa, and just go ahead and start dropping that into the pan. You just want to make it small enough that you can cover it in water. So whatever you're doing, make sure that it sits enough, far enough down in the pan, as you can see here, that you're just going to be able to cover that with water once you get completed with the chopping process here. And that may take a few minutes. This is just one way to do salsa. There are many ways to do salsa. I just really like the way that this salsa turns out, the flavor of it, like right after it's done. I'd like to eat this with some pork rinds, aka pig skins. You can have this with chips if you choose, if you're not keto. Otherwise, pig skins, this would be good on top of some eggs. Go ahead and get that in there. And again, these are just all a rough chop, and don't worry about taking out the seeds or anything like that. Just get that in there. Same thing with the bell pepper. Just gonna do a rough chop here and get the insides of this cleaned out. You can always do you can do a trash bowl on the side if that's easier for you. I know that's something some of the cooking people do on like the cooking channels and so forth. They put out like a little trash bowl. So if you want to do that instead, feel free to do whatever works for you. And again, this is just going to be a rough chop here. And then I have a couple things to get through here yet. I still have onion and garlic to get through. This is going to make a nice batch of salsa. So this will probably give me a couple jars of salsa easily. Same thing with these. I'm just going to rough chop these because I'm going to take half of this and put it in the immersion blender and blend it down. So it's going to be a semi-chunky salsa. The only thing I probably don't have for this that I would probably add in later would be some cilantro and lime. So if you would, if that's something you'd like to do, feel free to, you know, change this how you see fit. I always say that because I know not everyone likes a lot of onion or, you know, cilantro. Some people can't eat cilantro. I love cilantro. When I go out and eat tacos, I ask for extra cilantro, so yeah, I do. Okay, so I kind of destroyed that onion, but the same thing applies here. Just gonna do a rough chop on the onion. I'm gonna drop that right in top of the pan. And don't be intimidated by garlic. You can get whole pods of garlic like this, and you can break these off really easily. This is easy to do. You're just gonna put your knife on top of the garlic clove, and with the palm of your hand, you're just gonna press down on it just like that, and it's gonna pop right out. So same thing here. Just put the back of your knife there, palm of your hand. Just keep your fingers up in the air. It'll go really smoothly for you. Not gonna do much here to this garlic. We're gonna get that in. And then I'm probably not going to cover this in water. This is a lot more than I thought it was going to be. I'm probably only going to go halfway up. I'll add a lid onto this. I'm going to simmer it for about 30 minutes or so. And then I'll come back and I'll show you what it looks like after it's simmered and give you the process of like how to, you can leave it chunky as is, blend it all the way up, make it all smooth, or do a half and half. And I'll show you the half and half version when I come back. Oh yeah, pour the water on, that's right. The reason you don't want to fill this with water is because you're not going to want that much liquid on your hot sauce. So, with a pan this size, just about halfway, go ahead and get that turned on high, bring it to a simmer. In 30-45 minutes, you'll have salsa. Okay, I just want to come back really quick and show you how the salsa has boiled down. It's reduced down everything and has softened up, and we are going to blend this up really quick, and then I'm going to get it into a couple of jars, and that'll be salsa. It's really that easy. And I only simmered it for about 30 minutes. So, you know, it doesn't have to be very high. Somewhere between low and medium. So well, I'm going to get this blended up really quick. I've just got a stick blender here. I'm going to go ahead and get this mixed up really quick. Just be careful, it's really hot, okay? You're always welcome to use a blender. I also have a Nutri Ninja as well that I usually use. I thought I would just give this a try this time. See, like that. You don't want to do that. Okay. So I'm just going to stick this in a couple jars. I just have a couple of these mason jars here. And I'm going to go ahead and pour that into the mason jars with the lid. It'll automatically seal itself, so just be really careful. That's super hot. Super, super hot. And this may be more than 2 jars probably. I need a 3rd jar, I'm sure, so. And then I'll just have a 3rd jar, and it's that easy. If you just stick it straight into the fridge, this should last a little bit, unless you make messes like I do. So, and that really is, it's that easy. And then you just have salsa. I've got 2 jars there. I'll batch up a 3rd jar. If you have any questions, let me know. That's some pretty good looking salsa. You can put this over eggs, anything you want really. Pig skins, eat it with pig skins. If you're not keto and you're just looking for a fresh salsa recipe, this works really well to take as an appetizer to any kind of party and so forth. So, all right guys, like and subscribe to my channel, and I will see you next time.